You know, there's one habit that seems harmless, but in reality, it quietly destroys your ability to realize yourself. It's comparison. And the most dangerous part is, you don't even notice how often you do it. You open social media, look at others, and it feels like you're just scrolling. But inside, something already starts happening. You compare other people's results to your current position, their speed to your rhythm, their life to your reality. And in that moment, you automatically lose. Because you're comparing things that are not comparable. You see the result, but not the process, not the time it took, not what they went through, not the state they were in. And most importantly, you don't see the cost. But inside, a feeling appears that you're behind, not good enough, not there yet. And this is where the damage begins. Because after comparison, there are usually two scenarios. First, you start pushing yourself, trying to catch up, move faster, do more, and it may look like motivation. But inside, there's tension, anxiety, fear of falling behind. And from this state, you start acting. But these actions drain you quickly. You burn out, lose consistency, and fall back again. Second scenario, you stop. You feel like it's too late. Everything is already taken. Others are better. And you don't even start. And here's what matters. Both scenarios are the same mechanism. Comparison disconnects you from yourself, from your rhythm, from your path, from your realization. Now let's go deeper. Why is it so powerful? Because the moment you compare, you stop relying on yourself and start relying on an external reference, and external references are unstable. There will always be someone faster, more successful, better. And if your movement is based on that, you will always feel pressure, because there's no inner ground. So let's make this practical. First, catch the moment of comparison, right in real time. You're scrolling, and you feel tension inside. Pause and ask yourself, am I inspired right now, or am I comparing? These are two completely different states. Inspiration gives energy. Comparison takes it away. And if you're honest, you'll feel the difference immediately. Second, bring your focus back to yourself. Not abstractly, but specifically. Ask yourself, where am I right now? What actually matters to me? What is my next step, not someone else's? This brings you back to your reality, your path. Third, reduce chaotic consumption of other people's content. Not completely, but consciously. Because constant exposure to others' results creates an illusion that you should already be somewhere else. And when you stay in that field, comparison becomes automatic. Fourth, start tracking your own progress, even small steps, because one of the roots of comparison is self-devaluation. You don't see your own path, only others. But when you begin to notice your movement, you gain internal support. And now the most important part. When you stop comparing, at first it feels unusual, like you've stepped out of the race. But then, something changes. You feel calmer, clearer, more focused. You start moving, not faster, but more steadily, without inner pressure. And from this state, real growth begins. Because you're no longer trying to be someone else. You're finally becoming yourself. And if right now, you feel a bit calmer inside, that means you've already started stepping out of this pattern. And that's what matters most, because this is where your real path begins. If this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe, because this is where you start seeing things more clearly. And hit like, so this video can reach people who are stuck in comparison, because there is another way. And remember, anything is possible.